Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'll do unboxing of the Senada Saber electric bicycle. This model is entry level of the Senada bicycles, basically for Saber, because they do have few models, Saber Plus now, which is more upgraded. So this model will be more affordable. So I will do unboxing, assembly, and we're gonna go for speed test, hill test, and in the next video I'll show you the difference between this bike versus to the Plus model. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video. All the discounts will be listed in description if you like this bike or anything in this video. If you have any questions, comment below. So let's open up. And here's the look from the top. Looks like everything nicely packed. And that's how it looks from the side. And as always, everything looks very nicely packed. Let's see what is inside these boxes. So this is a charger, 2 amp charger with marked Senada bikes, which is good. In this box should be tools most likely. So you would have to attach wheel reflector, handlebar reflector, also come with a wrench tool and some bolts. The one you would use probably to attach the reflector, large pedals, aluminum, and set of the Allen keys. Also you got user manual and some zip tie to attach the tail light. In this box should be, I think you already know, it's a battery. And the battery on this bike is 48 watt with 17.5 amp. It's 840 watt hours, which is pretty large for the budget bike actually. It comes with a charging over here port, and on the other side you're gonna find over here USB port, which is working, because on the other model before it was fake. So this one is working USB. So the first step, I'm gonna start to attaching the handlebar. Before attaching handlebar, you would need to move this stem to the front. What you do, you get this Allen key, which came with the tools. Actually, the tools are very nice. This is 4mm Allen key. I love these tools. And you just loosen up these bolts on the side. Okay. Just a little bit loosen up. Hold the fork and move it to the front and secure them. Don't tighten them up very well, because you will still need to adjust to align the wheel in later on. Also, you would need to, once you start to attach the handlebar, everything, after you attach the wheel, you would need to loosen up again these two bolts and tighten up the top bolt a little bit and tighten up the side one after all. And it's listed Newton torque. It's about 5 Newton torque you would need to use on all these bolts. In the next step, you would remove this bracket, the 4 bolts, actually with the same Allen key. Next, what you do, you bring this handlebar up, just like that, and reattach this bracket, the one you just removed, right here. And you would tighten up these bolts actually with your hands first, okay, and then you will use the Allen key to tighten them up. The next will be a step to attaching the wheel, and you would need to remove these nuts from both sides with a washer, and you do this from both sides. Same way on this side. That will help you to install the wheel very easy. The next step, you will step with your feet, just remove the plastic like this one. You don't need it. It's a fork protector, and insert the wheel. Make sure the brakes will go inside between the pads. And now you would attach this nut. First the washer, then the nut coming, and you use fingers to tighten this up first from both sides. Okay, just like that. It's very easy because you remove them, as I said. And then you attach again the washer first, the nut. Okay. And then what you do next? Then you'll get the wrench tool and tighten this up. Tighten it from one side, same thing on this side. And the wheel is attached now. And the next step will be attaching the fender to the front, also attaching the headlight with a horn built in. You would need to remove this bolt with a nut, and then you would need to remove from both sides these two bolts, one over here. You will use the Allen key, and another from another side, in order to attach the fender like this. So you attach the fender and the headlight, that's how it's gonna look. So you would attach with this bolt and nut, and the fenders attached from behind over here with a nut, and then you would attach right over here with the bolts you just removed. And next step will be attaching the rack. So attaching the rack is pretty simple. You would remove this one bolt over here and one bolt over here. Same thing you would do on another side. Put on top like this and reattach with this bolt you just removed, starting from the top. You can do everything by hand first, so you will not damage the thread. And then you do on the bottom on one side, and you do the same thing on another side. Then you would tighten with the Allen key. It looks like it's 4mm Allen key used over here. Then over here is a cable. You would need to connect it to the tail light, and you would just align this two arrows. You just align them and push from both sides once the rack is installed. And once it's installed, you would just use this zip ties, the one that's included, and tighten up along the rack going to the frame, so it will not go in the wheel. So the next step will be attaching the pedals. On the pedals you'll find R, L letters, right going to the right, left to the left. Or if you don't have the stickers, it should be inside on this side as well. R going to the R, so it means right side, so right hand side, and you just insert it, and I'll do like this. Then you tighten up with and then you would do exactly the same thing on another side. And the last, you would need to attach this seat. Basically you open this latch, insert the seat in, push it down a little bit, and this is a very large seat actually. And then you would adjust it to the position you want. It can go very low or pretty high. Over here is a measurement how high it can go. So this is a highest position, and then you would close this latch. And if it's not tightened, on another side you will find some knob. You would just tighten up and close this. So the bike is assembled now. And here's how the Senada Saber will look once you assemble. As you could see, the assembly is pretty simple. There's nothing really hard to assemble this bike. It comes with an instruction and user manual, but I'll go with you with more information. So the seat can go as low as 33 inches from the ground or as high as 39 inches from the ground. So I'm going to show you how it will look. This one is step over. If you're interested in step through, you might want to check link in description for Herald. A very similar bike, but it's a little bit smaller frames. And I will have actually compare video, so you can compare both of them in the same video. And I will have another video which will compare Senada Saber Herald versus to the Plus model. So that's how I'm gonna look on this bike, and I'm 5'11", so it's a comfortable position. I adjust the handlebars the way I like it. Also the brakes. Usually I like the brakes, so when I put my hands down a little bit, so it's easy to brake it. Everything looks really good on this bike, and it's a budget bike, supposed to be versus to the Plus model. Plus model will be a little bit more upgraded one. So it comes with 750 watt motor, mechanical disc brakes, which is 160 millimeters. It comes with a headlight. So here's a headlight. It's pretty bright. It's still not dark, and you can probably see it. And here's a tail light. Then these turn signals to the left. This one gonna be to the right. And this one gonna be brake light. And let me turn off the light so you can see the difference. The Saber and Herald come with upgraded display, which is color display. It's really clear and great. Even on the sun you can see it very well. You will see speed, which is large numbers. Pedal assist is going to be on this side. You can switch with a plus or minus. When you push plus, it will change pedal assist level, as you can see right over here. If you minus, we're going to go to up to the 0, so 5 pedal assist levels. You will see odometer reading. When you press the power button, one click, and it will switch to trip, then voltage, and also you'll see the bar over here, the battery level as well. And voltage will be most accurate information to check your battery as well. Turn signals right here. This is a horn, which is very loud. You come with a 7 Shimano shifter, half throttle, vegan leather handles, which is comfortable on both sides. This one is full, very comfortable to hold. And the 17.5 amp battery. You can check it right on the bike, right over here, fully charged now. And the information of the battery you're gonna find right over here. So it's a pretty large battery actually for a budget bike. Controller still located right over here behind. And it comes with a Shimano tourney derailleur guard, 7-speed. Then you can see the nice large rack, the one I just installed. And the rack also comes with options to attach like a basket or different like stuff if you want to. And of course the tail light and turn signals, as I said earlier. It comes with full mud guards on the rear and the front, already included in the price. Looks like hydraulic fork, also adjustable, lockable, and preload adjustment right over here. And headlight you already saw. The cable management pretty good, everything very neat. There's not much space actually to increase handlebar higher, I think, because even the headlight already kind of tight. But you can also attach the basket right over here. It comes with options to attach the basket. And the handlebar about 26.5 inches wide. The brand of the brakes, it's a Speed. I never heard about this brand, but the braking should be very nice. I tested the Herald, it was good. So this bike should be very similar, 160mm disc. So it should be similar to the Herald as well. So the difference between Herald and Saber will be only the frame and the color. The seat is very large and comfortable, so you'll enjoy the long ride. And they did remove the red button. If you check other video for Saber or Herald Plus or Pro, you'll see a red button, because now this bike gonna be only 750 watt motor. So that's about it. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna go for speed test, hill test, and the other day I tested the Herald, so today we're gonna test the Saber. This is an entry-level bike. They do have Saber Plus now and Herald Plus, which actually was before this bike. This one is a little bit different, as you saw in specification. And I'm gonna park over here, right here, and then we're gonna do the test based on the GPS display and another GPS now. So I want to compare the speed, as last time was with Herald was a little bit confusing. So I'm gonna go pedal assist level 5, because the pedal assist on this bike attached to the throttle. So if you use pedal assist level 1, the throttle will go to the top speed wherever allowed on pedal assist level 1, so 5 will be the top speed. So let's go. So 16 on GPS, 21, 22, 25, 27. On GPS on the left side, this one, it's a 27.2. So, and I think it's we got 27 miles an hour right now. So it's pretty much accurate based on this Cycle Plus GPS. The one I use is a computer for bicycling, and I will have a link in description. And today I wear again the helmet from Senada and sunglasses from Masters, which I like the most. And I can see with polarized glasses the display, which is good part on this bike as well. So it's a color display. So I'm gonna switch to pedal, well, to gear number 7 and start to pedal to test how fast I can go with pedal assist. 18, 20, 21 based on GPS, 24, 26, 27, 28 it says, but looks like okay, I think about 27 and a half, that's more fair amount. So the top speed was 27 and a half based on the computer. So 28 was just jumping to the top speed, but the most accurate the computer, I would believe. So 27 and a half so far with my weight on, with pedaling, and then the power kind of cut off. Maybe it does need some adjustment for wheel diameter. I switched to gear number 4, and let's go to check the brakes on this bike as well. Probably gonna get to 25 miles an hour. It's going 26, 25 is good, and then I'll brake. And then I brake here. So it's about maybe 5 meters. So it's braking, as I said earlier, on the Herald, same way on this bike, because they're very, like, I guess the same brakes. The brakes are good, mechanical, but not for top speed as always. And stability is actually the same on both bicycles. The steering position the same, Herald and Saber. So I'm gonna switch to pedal assist 0. With 0 I can basically, and then switch to gear number 3. And now I'm gonna go to 0 and see how easy to pedal. So I'm going about 7 miles an hour. So it's pedaling exactly the same on any fat tire bike, I would say. So if you buy fat tire bicycle from Costco, which costs about probably $600 to $800, just regular one, you end up to have the same pedaling. The only things I notice, Costco bicycles does not come like the ones they sell. They don't come with a fork like suspension, so you have a racked fork, and fork like this costs over $100, maybe 120. So this bike comes with a motor, battery, controller, display, headlight, tail light, everything you need to ride safely on the street. So it's a really good deal if you consider all these parts on your bike versus to naked bike you buy just a regular one. And you can pedal this bike the same way as any fat tire bike in this type of category, 26 by 4 inches tires. So I've been pedaling right now with no power basically. On pedals is 0, so I'm gonna switch to 1 and slow down, and to see how fast it will take me. So it's about 6 miles an hour, and then pedal assist level 2 will take me to 11 miles, which is good. So you do get real nice pedal experience on this bike. It's cadence sensor, but you feel very smooth ride. So 3, let's try this 3 level, pedal assist level 3, about 16 miles an hour. And then 4, I need to change the gear. It slowly accelerates, but it's actually kicking to 21 miles an hour. Yeah, based on the computer and GPS. So the brakes, I need to adjust the front one still. So based on everything, so far it's good. Horn working. Now we're gonna go for road ride. I'll use throttle only, and then get to the hill to test the hill climbing on this bike. And today it's not that hot, it's only like 74 degrees, so it's very good condition of the weather, not hot. When I tested the Herald, we had about 90 degrees. So let's go. So I'm gonna to see if it's a longer road will get me faster speed, which over 27 miles an hour, probably not, but let's see. Throttle only. So we'll do some torture test, riding this 3 miles road on throttle only. So far it's 27 miles an hour, on display 28.1. So I was getting 27.2. I am close to the hill now, and actually I am by the hill, the steep hill, the one we're gonna test it out today. I'm gonna stop on stop sign. Since GPS very accurate now, we're just gonna go and see how fast it can climb this hill. Since this 750 watt motor now, which is not as strong, but the temperature about 74, so it's still going about 10 miles an hour, which is not bad. Let's see if it can make it. The Herald made it, the one I tested in the same level, but I'm not sure if this one will make it. So far it's 6 miles an hour, and it's very accurate, as you can see. And the steep hill is really steep. It's probably even steeper than San Francisco, maybe about the same. Probably steeper than San Francisco, like hills areas. Like, I know it's very steep. So actually it's wow, it's still making with about 5.5 miles an hour, 6 on GPS. I guess the same speed as Herald made it. So the motors, I guess, the same, controllers the same as the Herald I just tested, and let's see if it will turn off or not. And it did not shut down, so controller was handled very well. I'm gonna turn around. If you watch my prior video about Herald, the controller would just shut down right here. So the bike made it up to the hill, so that's a good part. So controller, I guess, was shut down due to the hot weather. It was like 90 degree plus 3 miles ride plus the hill, a lot of heat, and the box is not as hot right now. So outside temperature also affect. So if you live in a cold area, it should be fine in a hill area as well, climbing. No issue so far. So let's go downhill just to test the brakes again. Stop. So some tire burning, but it did stop. Actually, I'm surprised. Mechanical brakes usually don't really lock the wheel. So this is good mechanical brakes. Even it's 160, I wish they put 180. I think 180 would do better job. But this mechanical, I'm not sure why they went back to mechanical. They try to offer you guys budget bike, which it's good value, but if you want hydraulic brakes, you might consider to get different model, which is Plus. They comes in Saber Plus and Herald Plus, so that comes with hydraulic brakes and stronger, more powerful motor and larger battery. So let's go and ride it a little bit more. And again, if you want to see a difference between this bike, I'm gonna switch to pedal assist level 2 so I can pedal it nicely. So if you want to see difference between Saber and Herald, I'm gonna make this compare video. And then I have another bike which is same Saber but Plus. I'm gonna make another video, so I will have few more videos. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like any of the bicycles or equipment I use, check link in description. I should have the link there. And this bike is have a nice fork. It's the same fork as looks like Herald Plus or Saber Plus or Herald, so they use the same fork, same tires looks like. So it's only difference would be motor a little bit, not as much weaker. I would say 2 miles difference. In colder weather, as you could witness, it's only 27 miles an hour. If you ride this bike in warmer weather, it would go a little bit faster, but then it will get overheated. So right now it's a perfect weather to ride the bicycle. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, hit like, subscribe to see the following videos. And again, if you have any questions, comment below. You can contact me on the Facebook. I will list my group and profile in description as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.